And we're back, and we are on the play for the last round of the first draft. This hand is not great, but it's keepable, so we'll run with it. We have a mulligan, fist pumps, etc. Still no plays from the opponent. Blue red is an archetype that I actually like a lot. It is generally where I end up when I'm drafting the set and the mono red plan doesn't work out. Like if I start to go mono red, but it turns out it's not going to be open enough for me to actually fill the deck out, I tend to land in blue red instead, which it kind of makes me suspect that's what's happened here, but I could be very wrong. Thistledown duo. Okay. A couple of options here. We could just double flame jab it. I keep wanting to say flame javelin instead of flame jab, but we could double flame jab it. Uh, or we could just slam Sootwalker. As long as, I mean, the big fear when someone plays Thistledown Duo is that they're going to play Steal the Godhead, and go to town on you. We have Scuttlemutt, so we're not as worried about that. Alternately, we could just slam this guy in. Yeah, I like that play. Trade rather than trade two flame jabs for it. We'll just trade a mostly pointless Heartlash Cinder and a flame jab. There was always the chance that he would not block as well, but we're fine with it either way. And then we'll get this guy on the board. This guy who's now effectively unblockable against a single creature thanks to Scuttlemutt. And he's going to break some bridges. Well, we could actually just kill this thing with the flame javelin, which I kind of want to do. Do that, get in for 5. Yeah, I like that play. He suddenly has a ton of cards in hand to my 0, but I don't, not particularly concerned just yet. Kinscare Harpoonist, sure. Especially if that's all he can come up with. I'd like to hold on to the Scuttlemutt for now, so I won't offer the trade. Helm of the Ghast Lord. What does this card do? As long as the enchanted creature is blue and draws a card. Okay. Well, that's not really a problem. He wants to get in, though. Okay, sure. And we will make this guy red. No cards for you. Alright, so can just attack for 3, run that trick again, or I can take this opportunity to get in for 5. That leaves him at 4 and at virtual 2 since we have 2 flame jabs in our hand. I like that play. I'll let him have a card if he really wants one. And what do you got for me? Noggle Bandit, sure. Curse of Chains. Well, that's kind of annoying. Okay, so we actually do have... some decisions to make. I think the play is going to be to flame jab this guy twice, attack for 2, kill him the next time we draw a land. Sure. Flame jab is so sweet. I would have flooded so hard this game, except I drew flame jab. So he gets another crack at drawing a card this turn. If he makes a blocker and we don't draw a land, we can sit on this card and then turn off his card drawing engine the first chance we get. Okay, sure. Alternately, we could actually just use the 1 flame jab, kill this guy, and no, he still has place. Miss Meadow Witch. Okay. Well, his hand filled out, that's for sure. Land. Nope. Just this thing. Which is really good. You can't actually use this, so... This can't actually block here because it keeps him from getting flying, although... Yeah, I think we just slam this. Hold the land. So now either he finds an answer or can't afford to attack with this card. Or plays a plains, I guess. And he's in the tank figuring out... I think probably figuring out whether he can afford to attack with this card. He goes for it. which either means he has a solution in his hand already, or he's simply figured out that waiting a turn, eating this card once is not really going to get him anywhere. Yeah, he knows he has to beat Flame Jab as well, so I think he maybe just figured this gave him the best chance to win. Still no land, but that's okay. Attack here, force his hand as far as the answer goes. Play Riverfall Mimic. Yeah, I think that's fair. We could also Flame Jab this, attack with both, and get all those creatures off the board, but that I don't really see the value in that play. Or just kill him that way, sure. Alright, welcome back. I did not make any sideboarding changes. Didn't see anything that seemed worthwhile. This hand is fine. The sequence of plays here, I think, is going to be... I think Riverfall Mimic on turn 2 over Mud Brawler. And then the next turn we can Mud Brawl with Flame Jab back up. If that's not good enough, we can just play this and leave that play for a later turn. Noggle Bandit, sure. I think we probably just offer the trade here, and then play Tattermunch guy. Yeah, sure. And he declines the trade, which probably means we're about to get, about to have an unblockable 4/4 Shroud guy to deal with. I can't think of the name of that card. The Aura from Blue-Red. Nope, he just wants to race. I really like the interaction between Tattermunch Duo and Flame Jab. Had not noticed that before. That definitely has potential. That's the Grizzly Bear guy. We're not especially concerned with him. Couple of options here. We can could double Flame Jab this guy. And then attack, or I could Mud Brawl. Probably get in with everyone. I'm sure he would block the Riverfall Mimic. We could finish it off with Flame Jab. Flame Jab's kind of weird like that. It's not like that's 2 for 1ing yourself, but it's one of those cards is a Flame Jab, so it's not really a card in that sense. Which that lets us get in for 5. Gets this off the board, leaves him with just a Noggle, and we still have this that he has to deal with. Yeah, I think that plays fine. The other option would be to go ahead and Flame Jab this before combat. We get an extra damage in that way. But it's likely that he won't make the block, and we actually kind of want him to make that block. Okay, if he doesn't, So I'm getting an 8, he's at 10. Actually, I guess that's fine either way, yeah. So we'll go ahead and do it that way. I think we can play the land here. I think we want to get Scuzzback Marauders into play, even at the loss of a couple of Flame Jabs. He still wants to race, which is great news for us. We are quite capable of racing. Hopefully he taps out for a reasonable sized dude here. I don't know about reasonable sized, but that's good enough, I guess. Flame Jab that treacherous guy, win the game? Sure. Oh, he has tricks. Cerulean Wisps. Doesn't actually change our plan at all, I don't think. It does, actually, because we can no longer do that. Okay, So I guess the play at that point is just to Flame Jab him again. Attack with Flame. Okay, for Flame Jab, this guy is a 4/5, probably not getting blocked, and then we can attack with just him. Take him to 6. Attack with that. Take him to 4. We still have this, or we could Unwilling Recruit, whichever one of these guys. This one, I guess. Unwilling Recruit, attack. He can block. He'll block there, and then we get in for 3, 5, 7, potentially 8 if we play the land. Is that better than... Huh. Not actually sure which is better for us. If we Unwilling Recruit, I don't think we play the land to get the extra damage in. I think we just sit on that and Flame Jab it if we need it. We can... And then if we Flame Jab, the decision is also whether we want to Tattermunge, whether we want to just attack with Tattermunge or attack with both guys. If we attack with both guys, he can block here. He takes 6, goes to 4, but he has 2 guys in play. And we lose one of our guys. So the board is kind of at parity at that point, which is not especially exciting, but also he's at 4, so we have all the time in the world to get ourselves situated. I think... Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish this guy off. And attack with everyone. I'm sure he has some thinking of his own to do at this point. Nope, snap blocks. Sounds good to me. Kind of wish I had another land. That would be sweet, but... So yeah, him being at 4, we have a Flame Jab in our graveyard, so he has to be paranoid about that. And of course we have a Threaten in our hand, so... I'd be really surprised if he actually makes any attacks here. Maybe just the Novel Bandit, but... If he plays any one creature and attacks with Noggle Bandit, we can kill him with Unwilling Recruit. Yep, he's in with the bandit. Sure. What guy do you have? Bridgebreaker. Has he already played a land? He has, so unlikely that he has a second creature. Yeah, I guess we actually. I think we don't. Yeah, we just do the regular amount here. So we want to hold this mountain to flame jab him potentially. Him or his. Not actually sure what I'd be playing around at this point. Another Cerulean Wisps, I guess. But if he somehow stops this and this, then this gets through, then the flame jab would finish him off. Oh, there we go. All right, so we successfully made it through the first draft for the first time in this project. I will be back shortly for the bonus top 8 draft for Mad prizes. See you guys then.